inside the auditorium at Broward College as the United Fight Alliance brings you Absolute Fighting Championship. Hey everybody, I'm Jay Adams alongside UFC heavyweight Junior Dos Santos and UFC welterweight Tyrone Woodley, top contenders in both of those weight divisions. Guys, first off, thank you so much for joining us here on the dais here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's going to be an awesome night of fights.
For sure, man. I'm glad to be here. Thank you guys for having us. It's an amazing night of fights, as you said. You got so many talented guys in the state of Florida. It's just amazing to come here and watch them.
The main event is a lightweight affair. That's 155 pounds. Mark Stevens versus William Corantello. What can we look forward to in that main event, Junior?
My gosh, that's gonna be good. Two experienced guy. Of course, Stevens have more experience. He's a more experienced guy, and I think it's gonna be the difference between them tonight too. You know, because they are both aggressive. They will be looking for the fight, and I see them as complete fighters. You know,
yes.
They can do whatever they want inside the octagon, and that's what makes the show more interesting for us.
Yes, yes. Tyrone, 35ers, 45ers, and 55ers seem to have gas tanks all day long.
Yeah.
What do you think we can look forward to at 55 in the main event?
You know, when you start to get to those middleweights, you start evening it out. The lower you go, the more speed you're going to have. You might not see the power punches. You go in heavyweight, you see people's head get knocked off their neck, back and forth. When you get to the 55, the 170 pound, you start seeing that speed and power start to equal out. I think we're going to see both speed and power in this fight. As we said before, Steve has been working his butt off. His jiu-jitsu is at a black belt level. He's a collegiate wrestler. He's had some pro Muay Thai fights. I think collectively, coming down to American Top Team, working with one of the best camps in the world, mixing those ingredients up with a great recipe, I think we should see a great performance out of both guys tonight.
It's Absolute Fighting Championship on the United Fight Alliance Network. 10 great fights tonight. Let's hit it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's about to go down. Fighting in the red corner, making his pro debut. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dominic Stouter. And in the blue corner, also making his pro debut, give it up for Mike Lombardo.
All righty, this fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. That's 185 pounds. And you know a fighter is tall when they make James Waring look relatively short. James Waring, an elite kickboxer in his day, great guy, and a very solid referee as well.
It makes sense because he was shadow boxing right before he stepped in there. So 2 tall drinks of water in there, and we'll see how it goes. Oh,
Wow,
as
Lombardo.
I said, guys,
Oh,
nice right hands. He's looping them from the outside. Now he's
Stouter's
coming
hurt.
inside.
That's gonna be
Stouter's
fast.
hurt. Is that over? That fast? Wow. Mike Lombardo, too much heat.
As Junior said, this kid's been in the gym. He's been training his butt off. The videos I was able to capture, pure violence. I knew these guys were both going to come out and scrap. And as I said, within the first 30 seconds, I expected these guys to get after it, and that's exactly what happened.
Tyron Woodley called that one. He called early scrap. Let's take a look at some action from early in a very short fight.
Well, he stepped in with a left hook right hand. Once you get someone covering up and you coming from the outside, that's your opportunity to come underneath, punch him. Now the referee's protecting him, peeling him off the top, and that's a great stoppage and it's a great finish.
You know, when you get your guy hurt, get all over him, man.
Yeah,
That might be your only chance.
If you see somebody on life support, you got to pull the plug.
That was, I think, was less than 10 seconds or no? Something
I
like
think
that.
so. I didn't see the clock.
Yeah.
But wow.
Very aggressive and
Stouter's taking it well. Stouter's got a good attitude about it. And we're going to make this one official shortly. Don't forget, later on in the night, Marcos D'Amata squaring off against Salon Levon Staley in our co-main event. And Mark Stevens facing Billy Corantello in the main event. You're not going to want to miss that. Definitely stay tuned. Please tell your friends about the stream and get them on. We would love your support here at AFC. We're trying to bring more fights to you and employ fighters. That's why we do these promotions. We want to feed the UFC, and you got to have good, strong shows to do that. Get you guys ready. Because
Not only that, they have the support.
when you first walk out into that arena, MGM Grand or any of those big ones, and the lights going here, if you're not ready for that, you guys tell me. I mean, what is that? What was that like the first time you stepped into that arena?
wow, for me, man, to the MGM Arena, I don't remember when it was the first time, but yeah, when I faced the big crowd, like everybody screaming my name or my opponent name, you know, and maybe booing me, that make me very nervous, you know, all the time until these days, when I got very nervous, and it's when I'm not seeing my opponent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. On the first round in 16 seconds, by way of TKO, give it up for your winner, Mike Lombardo. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's about to go down. Right now, fighting his 9th pro fight in the red corner. Give it up for Shane Tyner. Ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, with a record of 4-1 out of American Top Team, give it up for Jamie Alvarez.
So this fight is in the flyweight division. That's 125 pounds. Third man is Jorge Alonso. Tyner in the black trunks with white trim. Jamie Alvarez in the blue American Top Team trunks. Good height advantage there for Jamie Alvarez, 5'8" versus the 5'5" Tyner.
It is going to be a very short fill-out process in this fight. I would say 20 to 30 seconds of filling out. Then we start seeing these guys landing with some pretty vicious combinations.
Poke in the eye of Tyner, and he's going to keep, he says he's okay.
Well, brother, you're not okay. You're getting taken down. You get poked in the eye, get yourself together. It does not show that you're more manly and tougher if you can jump right back in there. Get yourself together, take a deep breath, and then go in there and fight. Now you're in a position where he's almost in a James Brown split right now, so it's working well. It's working well not to get taken down, but he would have never had to be in that position.
I have to confess, and forgive my ignorance, I had not heard that name for that particular position.
You heard it here. Tyron Woodley he's going to call that defense the James Brown split, double leg defense. Now he's got taken down. He's grabbing for a guillotine choke. He doesn't have it quite tight enough. Jamie needs to push his hips down. He needs to lift his butt in the air. He needs to attack the hand. Release the pressure on his neck is what he needs to do to get out of his position. Shane is trying to hold on. He knows when the head pops up, there's going to be some punches raining down. So when his head pops up, he needs to get an underhook and immediately back to his feet.
Yeah, use the cage to come back.
Use the cage. Use the third man out there, giving you the backboard to get off your back.
Shane Tyner, 31 years old, is an instructor in MMA and also an entrepreneur, and is dedicating this fight to his daughter, Charlie Anastasia.
Awesome.
Yeah. And give him a lot of props getting in here with what you call and everyone else is calling a hot prospect. You know, it's not an enviable position. You're coming into someone else's backyard. You guys have both been in that position before. What is that like when you come in and you're hearing the boo birds? And do you guys feed off that, or does it get in your head at all?
Yeah, it doesn't get in my head at all. You know, I actually don't care. I don't hear people screaming or saying just when they are supporting me.
You know, it's funny.
Go, Junior, go.
You can block things out. Like, I've never experienced the UFC walkout. I got headphones on. I'm trying to get to the Vaseline as fast as I can. That way, when I get to there, I walk in. Like you said, when you lock the cage, it's on. So I really don't get into the jitters. I'll enjoy that when I retire and I can look back on walking out to the cage. But I personally don't. I don't want any extra energy. These guys are already tough enough. I don't need anybody overly pumping me up or booing me out.
Focus.
Yep. So he's passed out to the side mount position right now. Shane's doing a great job using that cage to get out. I haven't seen that trick before. It's almost like a roundhouse. A round off to get off the cage. Goodness. Nice knee to the body. He's trying to send it up to the face.
Yeah, he hurt Tyner.
Very, very poor way of defending the clinch tie. You have to grab those elbows or body lock him to get out. These are going to start at the body. Eventually, if you keep kneeing, that's going to go to the face.
Double leg again.
Double leg takedown again around the neck. Once again, Jamie needs to get hand control. Posture up, butt high, push his hip down. You cannot finish a guillotine choke without your hips. Now he's on top, landing left hooks.
Jamie's doing a great job, like controlling the fight all the time, you know, and scoring points.
I agree.
He's been able to take Tyner out of his game, which is wrestling. I guess you figure, the best defense is a good offense. You know your opponent's going to be shooting on you. You take the shot first. And this is exactly the kind of fight that Tyner wanted to impose on Alvarez. He didn't want to let Alvarez stand. And this is exactly what Tyner was hoping he would do to Jamie.
Yeah, you know, and he's in a tough position. Jamie, you know, I've been in that position, the prospect, and everyone expecting you to do something. It's tough to get fights. And then when you get a fight, you expect to blow someone out. So he has a lot of pressure on him to perform in a certain way. And I think he's living up to that right now. He's controlling it, dominating with his left hand from the top, escaping submissions, going for the takedown. He's showing he's a complete fighter at this point.
And he's really punishing Tyner now. Tyner's taking some really bad elbows.
Oh,
and Alonzo has seen enough.
The inevitable was coming. We all knew that was going to happen.
Alonzo will stop the fight. He's very, very big on protecting the fighter, even if it's a close call. You can't take a lot of punishment with Alonzo. That's been his heritage. You should know that coming in.
Well, Alonzo, do not ref my fight ever, because I got 4 kids, and unless I'm about to die, do not step in there and stop it.
Yeah.
Tyner was really upset. He said he didn't take any damage. He was really looking at Alonzo. Well, let's see if he took any damage here.
He took some shots,
Yeah,
you know.
some good shots.
I think that if a consistent amount of shots come in, maybe 3 or 4 more shots and it started to look ugly or he wasn't defending himself, maybe step in then. I think it was going to happen anyway. But as you said, he's trying to protect the fighter. Usually in an amateur, you see them protect a little bit more. Professional, you got a choice to tap out.
Yeah.
Or get your head punched in. So
you know, it's such a subjective sport, both in the reffing and in the judging. It's got to be really challenging. Like, if the ref doesn't know your style, right, that you can take a shot, and you know that if he doesn't know that, and he pulls you out too early, well, I'd be so frustrated with that.
Without even hearing what he's saying, this kid is even criticizing himself now. I'm looking at him talking to his brother. I mean, it got to be his brother. They look identical. Talking to Matt Brown, talking to Brad Pickett. He's like, oh, I didn't do enough. I wasn't proud of my performance. Just the chip that you have to have at this level, where you want to perform, you want to make your teammates proud. He's just finished the guy, and he always want more. You know, I think that's a great competitor, and I think that's the way you stay on top. Never satisfied.
Moving to 5-1 as a pro is Jamie Alvarez on the ref stoppage. Great job there for the ATT fighter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a referee stoppage in round 1 at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. TKO, the victory going to Jamie Alvarez out of American Top Team. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get ready, get ready. It's about to go down. Fighting out of the red corner with a record of 9-6. Give it up for Matt McCook. Fighting out of the blue corner, with a record of 5-1 out of ATT Team Raw. Give it up for Mitchell Quinones.
Wow. So this fight is at 150 catch weight. Mitchell Quinones in the gray Under Armour trunks. Matt McCook in the gray and black board shorts. McCook kind of getting up in Mitchell's grill there a little bit.
All up in this grill, actually. it was only a few fingers to separate them.
Let's see now.
Here we go, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds at 150.
Did you say Mitchell came from June Rhee striking
Yeah,
system?
Jun Rhee, he holds a black belt in Jun Rhee.
Oh,
there
Jun
you
Rhee
go.
is one of the first Taekwondo instructors. He came into Washington, D.C. One of my friends, Arnold Chong, was trained under Master Jun Rhee, so he has a whole crop. I actually did a film with his brother, Simon Rhee and Philip Rhee. These guys are unreal, as you can see. Oh my goodness.
Shoot.
Whoa.
Holy smokes.
Oh my goodness.
It's over.
Oh my goodness.
Early in the first round, Matt McCook is knocked out. Oh my goodness. We were talking about exotic stand-up style. That's as exotic as it gets, and McCook is leaking all over the place.
All you need to do is add music, and it's a highlight reel.
Holy
this kid
smokes.
hit him from every different angles. Right now, he's acknowledging his kids, letting them know that he's okay, daddy's all right, but that was a vicious performance. I didn't even know where the punches were coming from.
Holy smokes.
You
that
almost
was
need
fast.
to watch it again in replay in slow-mo just to see exactly what happened.
We're going to do exactly that.
Look
That's
at
the
that.
voice in the
Thank
truck.
Spinning
Oh.
back kick,
On the arm.
landed. Now he comes. Leg kick, punch, right hook, left ground hook. I sound like I'm an auctioneer. Knee to the face.
Yeah, so
Then he
many.
starts- there, once again, the hooks on the outside set up the straight punches. Right back to the body. Here goes the shot. They did it. Boom. He had enough, guys.
Boom.
Well, was a left hook, I think.
It almost
Something
looked like he had a head full of honey. It was
Yeah.
just bees chasing him.
Wow, that was.
Well, I'm impressed.
Holy smokes.
That's why the crowd is all excited here.
Well, hey, I feel pumped up right now.
Yeah.
That
Good
could
job,
be.
brother. Hey,
Yeah, that
congrats,
could
man.
be, the KO of the night so far. A top contender for sure. Obviously, Stojadinovich's KO is a contender as well.
With my son.
But right now, I would say Mitchell is a top contender for KO of the night.
Well, we've definitely had some great KOs tonight. That was on the top of the list, in my opinion. We had one with Taylor Crawl. Mitchell is trying to top his KO. And if I'm not mistaken, these guys will both have a little wolf pack patch on their shorts. So I'm assuming that these guys are learning from similar instructors. This has been a phenomenal card. So many knockouts, so many great fights. AFC, guys, this is what it's all about. Right now they're treating him, making sure that he's okay. He had a very nice gash over his eye as he got hit with that last and final blow. Man, when I say it was left hook, right hook, body kick, leg kick, inside, outside, he made it pretty and then he made it ugly. He went on every direction on this young man. Phenomenal performance. And he has a buddy in there with him. Still awaiting an official decision. Should be coming in pretty soon. My man Matt McCook is a little devastated. Obviously, you don't train 6 to 8 weeks for a fight and expect to come in there and have it end that quickly or in that way. But you got to brush it off and bounce back and get back on the horse.
It's tough, perhaps, to give you motivation to come back stronger and
sure.
to work more. to work harder, you know, and believe more.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the judges' scorecard in front of me. Your winner, by way of knockout in round 1 in 37 seconds, fighting out of ATT Team Raw, Mitchell Quiñones!
Hey, Jaden, do you know who Bruce Lee is? Well, your dad is very much like him, you know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Your dad is really tough.
Yep, he is.
Yes, he is. Are you proud of him?
Yes.
Yes, you should be. Get him up high. Bruce Lee, Mitchell Quiñones, oh my goodness. Those fast hands, those fast kicks. That's Jun Rhee, right?
Yes, Jun Rhee martial arts black belt.
Wow, that's Jun Rhee. We were saying, all of us at the dais there, we couldn't wait to see this exotic in here. And, you know, the exotic styles are so fun to watch when they work.
Yeah, it's a very rare thing that you see a true martial artist in the cage. You know, you see a lot of people pick up, you know, they pick up a little boxing here, Monday boxing, Tuesday wrestling, Wednesday jiu-jitsu, you know, it keeps going. But I was brought up in a martial arts atmosphere with a tradition and everything like that, self-discipline. So it helps me a lot with my MMA.
Well, Tyron and JDS are both saying this is the real deal. You're the hot prospect. What's next for you?
I don't know. Whatever comes my way. You know, I'm trying to get, you know, into the big show, so we'll see what happens from here. But can I say something? First I want to dedicate this fight to my girl right there. Jamie, it's her birthday today. If everybody can give her a happy birthday, please. On 3, 1, 2, 3, happy birthday! I want to say thank you, ATT. Thank you, Team Raw, my brothers, everybody who's helped me to train for this fight, all the coaches. There's so many people that I want to name. I'm sorry if I don't get your name out, but I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who came to support me. You guys, I love you guys. I love each one of you. That's it. And last but not least, praise God.
Future star right here. Give it one more time for Mitchell Quiñones.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, get ready, get ready. This is your main event. Fighting in the red corner with a pro record of 6-1 out of Gracie, Tampa. Give it up for Billy Quarantillo. Fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 20-9, fighting out of ATT. Give it up for Mark Stevens!
So let me clarify the belt situation. He has a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under black belt Matt Arroyo. So there was some little head action there from Corntello against the wrestler Mark Stevens.
Mark Stevens has the black belt.
Mark has the black belt. That's and he's also got he's jacked. Guy looks very, very strong. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Corntello in the red trunks.
Whoa.
Stevens in the gray. Great sprawl there from Corntello.
Corntello's tough, man. His only loss is to a teammate of mine, J.P. Reese. I wrestled with a college at the University of Missouri. He said he took the fight on a couple days' notice. You remember the kid just being aggressive, being a little wild at times, but just being overly aggressive. When you wrestling a more skilled fighter, I enjoy that. If you come at me with reckless abandonment, those are the guys I tend to pick apart. So let's see if he can calm him down. You know, he started off to a good start. Back to the clinch again. We haven't seen this in a couple fights. Oh, left hook, right hook.
Yeah, there you go, Bill. Through it.
Both of them.
Inside kick, nice inside kick. Stevens throws.
There you go, Bill. There you go, Billy.
Knee to the body.
Come on, Bill.
Quarantino is moving forward all the time. He's looking for putting a lot of pressure, right?
Yeah. We knew that from the beginning that he would apply a ton of pressure, but I expected Stevens to be able to get him off the cage as he just did. You can't have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and a wrestler and you just press him and hold him against the cage.
Yeah, that's
If they're there, they're making a choice to hang out there and relax.
As you said, Stevens, the Spartan, holds a BJJ black belt. He's also a state champion wrestler in freestyle and Greco-Roman. So he's going to have the ability to toss, or should have the ability to toss Corntello if he gets in trouble. He's got big, thick trunks for legs. He'll be able to get down low.
Extremely tough to take someone down on the cage. You know, it's almost like you have a second person helping them defend the shot. So you want to get to the takedown quick. If you have someone on the cage, you want to isolate the legs, get them quick, pull them off the cage. That's when you see the guys usually grab. That's what you want to do. You want to separate them for the additional defense, which is the cage. Right now he's switching to a single leg. He needs to keep his head on that side, lower his hips, elevate him in air as he's trying to do, and then the takedowns becomes a little bit easier.
Got the single.
Double leg, looking to lock his hands, locked him up, in, down he goes. Immediately to side mount, guys. That's where the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt comes in. Don't take him down. Go to half guard, go to full guard, go to side mount where you can pick if you want to go knee on belly, if you want to go half guard. Once again, hooking that leg, unless you're going to sweep quickly, is a big no-no. He's going to put himself in a crucifix, or left elbows are going to start raining down on his face. I think he realized he made a mistake. He's trying to buck over and out. There we go. First left elbow landed. Cross wrist, now he's taking his back.
Good job walking himself back up and going right after Stevens. As you said, JDS, he's aggressive.
Nice body kick, nice straight punch to the body. There we go.
Still not waiting for nothing. You just go forward and look.
Oh, nice counter. Very well-timed counter. Slipped underneath the punch, right to the double leg.
Yeah, rubber guard from Stevens. That's Corntello, rather. That's a beautiful rubber guard for a guy who's 5'10".
He's going to use the cage, trying to pull armbar. He identified it immediately. Postured up, took his arm out of armbar's way. Now, there, I was about to say I would expect him to start raining down. He's in great position.
Come on, Billy, you got this.
Defended the triangle choke very well. Surprising that he's let him up, man. Left hook, counter left hook. In boxing, they call it a check hook. You catch the person on the way in as they're stepping forward. You step back, you throw a left hook. They call it a check hook. Again, Junior, he's circling him quick. You know, that's a drill I need to work. You get your back on the cage, circle off quick.
All right, kid.
Mark Stevens is the holder of the fastest KO in tough history and was the #1 overall pick in season number 12. It's quite an accolade.
So these guys, that makes sense why they're matched up. They both have had the opportunity to potentially be in the UFC. They've both been in a tough house, and now they're trying to get 1 or 2 victories to put them back in position to get back to the UFC.
Mark says, UFC lightweight champion or bust.
I like his style.
Come on, Billy.
Oh, nice elbow on the
Nice
break.
elbow.
That's how you leave a break.
Nice elbow.
There you go, kid. There you go, Bill. There you go, Billy. There you go, Bill.
Oh, to the cup, but Quarantella's okay.
He must be wearing that cup we talked about earlier that you can send a sniper to shoot 5, 6 rounds at.
There you go, Bill. Nice jab, kid.
Beautiful kick.
Ooh.
Oh, Stevens.
Both guys.
Oh, nice round.
Both guys did well.
Wow.
Oh, overhand right.
Come on, Billy.
But I like the style of Carantillo. He is all
don't care.
forward. Yeah, just go.
That's a scouting report on him. You can land the overhand right. You can land the takedown. He's still going to come forward. Nothing's going to stop this kid from going
Oh,
forward.
nice
Flying knee. Unfortunately, the television didn't allow me to see where it landed, but it landed somewhere. Straight to the body. Inside kicks. Outside kicks.
I like how Stevens is setting him up for the takedown. He's working the body, working the inside leg kicks, setting up the takedown. He's not just going in cold. He's working him a little bit before he goes for the takedown, and that is how he did win the first round, was all the at least on our unofficial scorecard. All the takedowns was the differentiator. Again, being able to,
again.
he's been able to take Quarantello down at will.
Junior, I'm not a huge kicker, but these guys are kicking the mess out of each
I
other.
know.
Inside, outside. I just try to throw the hands.
A lot of kicks.
A lot of kicks.
The ground and pound now being applied by the Spartan.
Right now would be a great opportunity to pass the guard. He should have slid his knee in between, made it easy on himself, go to half guard first, then pried the leg out, lock on the over and underhook, and he could have slid his leg out very easily. When you try to hop over when someone's butterflying, it makes it very hard to pass the guard. Got the side position.
Good job by Carantillo.
And guess what? Guess what, Junior? He's walking right back forward.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Again.
He has one speed,
Whoa,
one pace forward.
nice elbow.
Oh, look, I think the inside leg kick hurt him. He threw an inside leg kick to the opponent's shin, and it hurt him.
You know, constant pressure creates opportunities,
Yeah.
right? And he's just constantly pressuring Mark Stevens, and you can sort of see it in Mark's face a little bit like, get this kid off me.
Yeah.
And that created that opportunity.
In a close round, it gives you the advantage.
Yeah, and it looks more convincing to the judges seeing you push forward, seeing you
Right.
being an aggressor. Even if you're not landing, if I push forward and I throw 10 punches and land 2, the judges are still going to score me being the aggressor.
Yeah, I'm making the fight happen.
You can see Corntello trying to push his right knee down to get that left leg free for full mount. And he got the mount.
But that's what I was talking about with Stevens. To go half guard, pry with the other leg, then slide it through, makes for an easier pass.
Back.
The fatigue is kicking in. No Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt should be getting a guard pass in that manner or be getting their back taken by a purple belt like that. I think it's fatigue. I think this kid kept coming forward, and he didn't go away after the right hand. He didn't go away after the leg kick. He didn't go away after the takedowns. Sometimes that frustrates you when a guy just keeps coming over and over and over again. It's like a walking zombie.
That's true.
I'm like, damn, a walking punching bag. I'm like, what is it going to take for me to get you the hell out of here?
Yeah, because you think, like, I'm hitting this guy, and he doesn't feel anything, you know?
I was fighting, now he's a teammate of mine, Nathan Coy. I just remember looking at him like, dude, what are you made of? Right hand, left hand, inside kick, takedown. And then I look up, he was right back on me. It's the most claustrophobic fight I've ever had in my life. And it wears on you. Once again, he's mounting and taking the back of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and reaching for the neck right now.
Oh,
landed right hand, left hand. In front of the arm, behind the arm. Up, scramble, but he's still on side mount position.
He got hurt by that elbow too.
Back to a mount. If I'm his jiu-jitsu coach, he's getting the stripe or he's switching belts when we get back to the gym.
Powerful statement there from Tyron Woodley.
This guy's a legit black belt. Though he's fatigued, though he's probably exerted himself, he's scoring. If this was a jiu-jitsu match, these are 4-point moves after 4-point moves.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Gracie Tampa South, they've been, for a long time, they put a lot of guys in the house and a lot of guys in the UFC. It's a great school.
We're gonna forget he just said that.
Come on, man, give Tampa some love, you guys.
We're gonna decode that to the American top 10 fighters just reversed the situation, and now he's on top.
He is, and look, it just happened. It's almost as if you willed it.
Even though his pants are completely down, we're moments away from seeing his crack. He has escaped the mount, and he's back in the picture.
What a nice fight.
Wow, great transitions back and forth there.
It's a round apiece, in my opinion.
Yes, it's a round apiece. And it is time for the third and final round in this fight at 155. It is our main event. Both these guys
Billy's not about to ease up, just so you guys know. I can see it in his face.
Whoa,
And look how
that.
close he is. He has to throw those big shots, but he can't be discouraged if he doesn't land them or they don't knock him out.
He needs to move a little bit more of footwork.
There we go, there we go. Hands up on his way in. He's got his hands down a little bit low. Inside kick lands. It was almost an illegal strike because he had one supporting partition.
Yeah. He's shorter, so if
he got a good pep talk from Conan in the corner. He told him, hey, brother, you letting this fight slip away from you.
Yeah.
Get your hands up, land the powerful shots.
Oh, look.
Good flurry, guys.
Bringing it.
They are bringing it, guys. This is an amazing fight. We consistently see the tide change back and forth.
Yes, back and forth. First round clearly for Mark Stevens with the takedown. Second round clearly for Quarantella with the beatdown.
And this wears on you. This wears on you. He has a double leg. He has his hand locked. When he wants to, he bounces him off the cage, takes his legs from underneath him. Hey, once again, he owes me 10% because I know he heard me say it. The perfect technique. I don't think he has a fear of this leg lock. I think he'll be able to get out of this pretty easily. He's going for a heel hook. I don't think he's going to get it on this kid. It's too much sweat. It's too late in the round. But it was a good attempt. Hold him down, half guard, lock him down. Now this kid's gonna get right back up. You don't wanna get to the back. You don't wanna get to the side of him. Yeah. He's gonna stand up, and all the effort, the work you put in is gonna be for naught because you're gonna have to do it over. He has to lock him down with a half guard or either in full guard.
Quarantilla doesn't stop even for a second.
Even if he gets hit, even if he gets taken down, he doesn't care. If he circles off of this cage and they break, I 100% guarantee you he's going to walk forward. Oh, hard shot. He's wobbly. Watch what he does. He walks forward. What manner of man is this?
Wow. Now he's going for the takedown. Good defense there from Stevens.
It's almost as high a percentage as birth control. 99.9% he's walking forward.
Now with the left hands.
There we go. Once again, he's giving up this mount position. Now he's landing these punches. Those are landing, people. Those aren't punches just thrown. Those are landing. Left hand, right hands. Right now, he's doing a great job. He's pried that leg out once before. As I said, Stevens could have did easily. Now he has a high mount, which makes it hard to push down the guard. Behind the armpit. He has to get hand control and a hard hip heist to try to clear this out. He hasn't, he's going into a head and arm triangle. The pressure, man.
Wow.
The pressure. He was winning this round.
Yeah.
He was winning this round in the first 3 minutes. Now it's the last 2 minutes. The judges are going to remember what happened at the end. And it's going to be the pressure of this young man unless he gets out. He has the neck. Up. He spins out.
Gets the mount. He went for the sub, which makes you vulnerable, but he was able to turn it into the mount. He's just the fresher of the two.
Yeah, I think when he escaped the mount, he has to turn into him, push the knee, and try to butterfly his way up. I do like the referee allowing them to work. These guys are high-level fighters. Just because they get punched once or twice, don't stop the fight. You never know. We've already saw the tide switch like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's a big problem. When the judge just come.
This referee knows what he's doing.
The referee just come and stop the fight, you know.
We're not alluding that the other referees don't. We're alluding to the fact that some referees either realize that in amateur it's okay to protect them. In professional, they're professionals. They have a choice.
Yeah.
Knee bar attempt. Let's see if he can get it. It's a lot of sweat and blood involved, guys. He might not get the knee bar, but it did get him out of getting punched in the face.
North-south.
For a split second at least.
Yep. North-south, but Quarantello is relentless. Now he goes into the guard of Stevens. Stevens closes it up.
Finishing strong has a way of making the judges forget what happened in the initial parts of the round. Him finishing the last 2 minutes in this way might have made them forget about the first 3 minutes when he was getting kicked with inside leg kicks, taken down, hit with a hard overhand rights. Even though it was more minutes than the two, this is a lasting impression, and he's finishing the fight on top.
5 seconds to go in the fight. Quarantello still all over Stevens.
Man,
trying to finish it. Great way to finish for Quarantello.
Great fight.
Wow, Quarantello.
Great fight by both guys.
Mad props to both
Mad
of these
props.
guys.
Both guys fought a relentless fight. One guy had more moments where he had the more significant, powerful strikes that sent something across. The other guy had consistent, nonstop pressure. If they told him they had to go another 2 rounds, I think he would be game to do so.
And look, Quarantino is talking to everybody. He's still good. He's
Yeah.
still good to
Yeah,
go a
he's
little
showing-
bit more.
He's about to call you out, JD. As he said, hey, you want some?
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm going to have to say I think Billy took
29-28,
that.
Quarantello.
I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a split decision. 2 judges thinking that Billy won 2 of those 3 rounds. 1 judge thinking that Stevens won 2 of those 3 rounds because he was winning that fight. And it's hard not to get emotional when you're watching it. The way he finished that round, the way he finished out, it made it look as if he won the entire round.
Yeah. His stamina gave the victory for him. Actually, you know, gave the advantage.
His stamina, his
of the
pressure.
round.
Our judges tonight, Richard Green, Hector Gomez, Jorge Alonso, and Gene Waring. Good fight. 29-28, what do you think? 29-28, Quarantello. Oh, 30-27 from the guy from Tampa. That's good. I can see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the judges' scorecard for your main event. Judge Rodriguez scores the bout 29-28. Judge Green scores it 29-28. Judge Warren scores it 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, Billy Quarantello!
All right, I'm here with the winner, Billy Quarantello. Come on over here, my friend, repping Tampa. Billy, I think that you got a new nickname, if you'll take it. It's given to you by Tyron Woodley, the Walking Zombie. The Walking Zombie, because no matter what Mark Stevens dished out to you, you just kept coming at him, you kept bringing it. It's just really endurance with you, along with a heck of a lot of skill.
Yeah, thank you. First off, I want to thank everyone that came out. A lot of people flew down here, drove down here. Everyone at Gracie Tampa South, everyone at Team Quarantello. We're going to party tonight, man. That was a great fight.
So walk us through the fight. Well, a lot of people had the first round going to Stevens due to the takedowns, but then you started bringing it.
Yeah, that was our game plan. My trainer, Matt Arroyo, gives me the best game plans. He said no matter what happens, just keep walking forward. He's going to break. And I knew going into the second round that he was a little bit out of it, and I just kept pushing him, and then he finally broke towards the end of the second round.
Well, that's a beautiful job, and you fought a very, very tough, well-decorated ATT guy. I know you give mad props to him as well. Was it, did he tell you what the injury was at the end there? He looked like he was pretty hurting.
Yeah, he said he had a rib injury, and, you know, it was expected. That was a tough fight. He hit me with some big shots early, and I knew I hit him. I think the first punch I hit him with, I rocked him. So, you know, hats off to Mark Stevens. Everyone in the American Top Team. I had a chance to train with them one time. They're really tough dudes, but we got a great camp at Gracie Tampa South as well, and I knew it was going to be a tough fight.
So do you accept the moniker Walking Zombie?
Yeah, Tyrone gave me a real dirty look at the end of the fight. I thought he was mad at me or something. He was like grilling me. But yeah, he's cool, man. We'll take whatever I can get from a champion like Woodley. And thanks to the AFC for having me. I'd definitely love to come back. I'm just going to keep fighting and keep winning until I get the chance to get in the UFC.
Billy, the Walking Zombie, Quarantello!
great night of fights, guys. Really enjoyable. Pleasure to call the fights with you. Let's talk a little bit about the main event. Of course, the Mark Stevens and William Corantello. And Corantello adopted your nickname. He's officially accepted it on live television, the Walking Zombie. And he loved it, and all the Team Tampa loved it. Tell us a little bit about that fight. Was it Stevens just run out of gas? Was it a rib injury, or what happened there?
I don't know that he ran out of gas. When you fighting a person that you give him every shot, you hit him with your hardest punch, you knock him to the ground, you take him down, you ground and pound, they get up, and they still walk back towards you. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not very usual that you get a person that you just hit very hard. You drop down to the ground or kicked in the rib, and then they come walking you down. So I think that mentally could have played on him, and he was like, man, what do I have to do to get this person out? And then that person kept coming forward with that unrelenting pressure over and over again, and I think that psychologically frustrated him. And sometimes frustration can cause fatigue. Doesn't mean he was out of shape, he didn't do cardio for this fight, but mental fatigue can play a part into the fight.
Junior Dos Santos, it kind of took a little bit of a page out of your playbook with the constant pressure. He really enjoys combat, just like you.
Yeah, that's true, man. Stevens was more effective during the fight. He connected the better punches, the better kicks, I think, but the Corantello stamina gave him the victory, because he started around like getting in trouble there with Stevens, and the end of the round he was on top of him all the time, and continuing. Oh man, that's unbelievable. Like you said, a zombie. So
it makes you forget that he won the first 3 minutes of the round. When you finish the last two so great and you're on top, you ground a pound, and the person looks fatigued, the judges are going to remember the last thing you give them to remember.
Yeah.
And he did that in each round.
Right. Well, Junior Dos Santos, Tyron Woodley, what an honor to be able to call fights with you guys. Hugely relevant in your weight divisions. Title shots right around the corner for both of you. Thank you guys for calling this fight with us.
Man, glad
appreciate it very much. It's been AFC. It's been a remarkable night of fights. Thank you for joining us on the United Fight Alliance Network, and we'll see you next time.